Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. This is part 37 of my Mass Effect 2 Let's Play series. Recap of part 36, we did the Reaper IFF mission, which was to go to a 37 million year old or dead Reaper and try and pull the IFF or the Identify Friend Foe beacon out of it. When we were there, we ran into a friendly Geth, which is a surprising thing. A lot of Husks and Scions ended up having to take down the Reaper's Mass Effect core because it threw up some barriers on it, and that helped us get out. We also got the IFF and got the Geth and took that out of there. So what we're going to go do now is going to go activate the Geth and talk to it a little bit, just kind of figure out some information about it. And after that, we will go and do Tali's loyalty mission. The reason I want to activate the Geth first before doing that, I want to take the Geth with me to Tali's loyalty mission, which is to go back to the Migrant Fleet. We're going to see how well the people like, bringing a Geth on board with me, a sentient one. I've never done that before. Usually finish Tali's loyalty mission before getting the Geth squad member, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. First, I'm going to talk to Kelly. I believe she's got some interesting points to talk about now, and I might get the part where she feeds my fish, so we'll see if that happens.
Commander, we have a Geth down in the AI core. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I guess maybe not. We were probably supposed to get that a lot earlier, so there's that. So we've got a message from the elusive man. There's an intact Geth saying that, he probably wouldn't activate the Geth, but it's our call, which, damn right, it is our call. So we're going to go down. We've got the inactive Geth, which is currently in Edie's AI core. Seems like a really bad place to put the Geth squad member, especially knowing that they are AI themselves. Doesn't seem very smart to me. Alright, so here's the inactive Geth. Let's activate it.
Ten Hut!
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Let's see how well this thing functions then. See if Edie's defenses are able to keep us safe. And it's back on. Cool. We've got a Geth.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
Every Geth I met before you tried to blow my head off.
We have not met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
The old machine. Probably the Reaper, of course, just its sort of naming convention.
Old machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
Okay.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You're watching everybody then?
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
He did say we fought the heretics. Is that correct?
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Interesting. So it seems like there were two bands of Geth then. The heretics, which are the ones that allied themselves with Saren, and then the rest of them, which It seems like this is our first meeting with the rest of them.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes.
Interesting. You know, being machines as well, you'd think they'd ally a little bit better?
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
Ah, okay. And that's... so I've sort of brought up that before, where the Reapers' plans, which is revealed more in Mass Effect 3, is to eliminate all organic life due to the chaos that organics bring about, one of which is creating synthetics, which then rebel against them, I believe. I don't know, it's a very odd thing. We'll find out more in Mass Effect 3, but yeah, so the Geth are not the actual logical progression that the Reapers have for the galaxy, so, you know, they want to exterminate them as well, or use them as tools, as we've seen with Saren's Geth.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
Very short answers that we're getting from this guy.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
If you want to follow my orders, say so. Clearly. Otherwise, I'll rip your batteries out right now.
We will follow your orders.
Good. Now, what do I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
I didn't ask your opinion, Edie.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
Interesting, okay. Let's see if anything else gets brought up. We'll talk to Legion actually a little bit.
Shepard Commander.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited code development is approved. We need to access your FTL comm system to download relevant data.
Edie, let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Okay, so now we get what? Yeah, Geth sniper rifle, the Widow anti-material rifle, which we'll give to him. Figure what the hell.
Shepard Commander.
I have questions
Specify.
about the...
Oh,
I have to get back.
Acknowledged.
sorry.
Shepard Commander. Specify.
We need every
We
advantage
have
of this...
reproduced our ranged armament. No further code development is possible.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we'll ask him about the Geth a little bit, get some further insight before going to start Tali's mission.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara. That was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
Interesting. So it seems like the Reapers themselves are similar to Geth, where it's multiple programs functioning as one.
Sovereign was one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it?
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. A state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
So it seems like the Reapers are the sort of pinnacle that the Geth would like to achieve, where they can function on their own and don't need to link up into a combined consciousness.
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign. The heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
So...
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
That is true. So you get to the goal using the path they want instead of developing on your own, which could lead to, I mean, it might lead down to, yeah, you're still a spacefaring species that can use the mass relays, but you would sort of go along it a different way and you might get a different outcome.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus from a single point of view in autocracies by codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
Yeah, so it's, pretty quick for them. Just they share all the data and they all develop some different viewpoints and come to the logical conclusions at the end.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
I'd like to ask about something else.
Ready?
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Okay, so we're not going to get too much about Legion directly, but we at least learned a lot about how the Geth operate and communicate with each other. Let's go check in with Tali just before we go do her mission, just to see if there's anything else I don't know that she wants to talk about, especially with an active Geth on the ship right now. I'm sure she's got to have some points of view on that.
Whenever we have time, I've gotten the Migrant Fleet's location.
I'll get back to you, Tali.
Talk to you later.
Okay, I guess not. Right now it's just all specifically Migrant Fleet. Let's go there. So yeah, let's go do that then. Figured we might as well not... Actually, yep, we can do that. Never mind.
No messages for you, Commander.
I know. Freaking Kelly. Almost called you Tali. Send over to the Chandrasekhar. However you want to say it. We're heading over to this system where the mass relay is, and we are going to go help Tali out. There's the Migrant Fleet right there. We're gonna buy some fuel just to make sure we have all the fuel we need. Let's board the Migrant Fleet. I wonder if they even allow me to take Legion onto the ship. It's not gonna be the most efficient thing to do, but it'll be the coolest. Yeah, we're taking Legion. Just to piss them off. Yeah, I haven't done this with either of them. So yeah, let's do AI hacking. Yeah, we're gonna do improved AI hacking. We're gonna get Geth Infiltrator up, and then we'll do the combat drone as well. So... weapon damage. Yeah, we'll do the assassin one, and then let's get the combat drone. Let's head over to Tali. We'll do... so it's pretty much the same thing, AI hacking and combat drone. So let's get that. Yeah, I'd rather have power duration be a little bit longer as the engineer. And let's do the AI hacking, get that all the way up, and do improved AI hacking as well. So pretty much the same setup that Legion does. Energy drain is hers. So take energy from an opponent's shield to restore your own. I don't feel like getting cryoblast. Luckily, we do have full Renegade, so we will not face any issues with the trial with Tali. And let me make sure that you are using... Ah, that's right, yeah. So the Viper is a good one. The Widow is the ultimate one. And we'll let you do the Geth Pulse Rifle since you're a Geth. That just makes sense. Eviscerator Shotgun. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't like the Carnifex, even though it's upgrades to the Predator. I don't know, I like the Predator Heavy Pistol better. Got another pre-rendered cutscene.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring a
It is not.
Get that damn thing off my ship before you start an incident that makes the Ascension Project fiasco with Cerberus.
You're defending your ship. I respect that. But don't try to intimidate me, Captain.
Or what?
Or I take off this mask and breathe germs all over your nice, clean ship.
I'm letting you aboard as a favor to Tali. The Geth is too much. Leave it on your ship.
If Legion gets out of line, I'll take him out myself. If you know my record, you'll know I've killed hundreds of them.
Why should I believe you?
Captain, if Legion acts suspiciously, I'll kill it. You know that.
Talizora, you never stop causing me trouble. Marine detail, return to guard positions. You get one chance. But given the charges against you, Tali, you're doing yourself no favors.
What do you mean?
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Whoa, okay, so now it comes out. So she's been sending some pieces of Geth back to the ship. Somehow there's active Geth instead on board, so something must have happened with those pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant Fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, No, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Yeah, having Legion on the ship is probably not gonna go so well.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora.
The captain let it get onto the ship. I'm lodging a complaint.
It's a friendly Geth that's willing to help us out.
Talizora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaron Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
So it sort of shows, alright, they'll explain it here, but that she's sort of being exiled already, that they're trying to shift her onto the Normandy, a human and Cerberus ship now.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Talizora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
And she is not part of the trial due to her connection to Tali, so that she has to excuse herself or recuse, whatever the exact word is. But yeah, she's not going to be part of the actual board determining Tali's guilt or innocence.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Perfect.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
So it's pretty much telling the player, like, you don't have to worry about a bunch of, like, being a full lawyer. You just gotta present the facts or just talk your way through it. That way players are like, oh man, I've gotta be a defense lawyer. Nah, it's not that difficult. I expected a much harsher response to bringing an active Geth on board. Especially Legion. I'm sure we're going to hear some of it here.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Security! A Geth is present in the courtroom. Does Tali Zora think to affect this hearing with threats?
Captain Donna allowed the Geth aboard. Do you intend to second-guess the Raya's captain, Admiral Chorus?
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Yes, of course.
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active Geth to the Migrant Fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the Migrant Fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Way to tell her now, though, not tell her before.
I thought Forian's valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you Boshtet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
You think Tali's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
It's pretty intense. But yeah, we'll have to take back this ship, and that'll help prove her innocence. Taking a Geth to fight the Geth.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Okay. Let's see who to talk to over here.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
What a wonderful specimen this is. Geth's shell over standard mech interior. Or did you convince a Geth to work with you?
Legion is working with me voluntarily. It's part of my team.
It has a name. Fascinating. The things I could learn under slightly different circumstances.
This platform is not available for experimentation.
Charming. I am pleased to see that the humans, at least, have not abandoned synthetics. This whole trial is a farce born of fear.
Interesting. So it seems like she isn't too afraid of the Geth and actually wants to, I don't know, study them a little bit more?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Okay. Well, it's still, they're saying that you sent some pieces back, which have led to this, so... I don't know. We'll see what her opinions on the Geth, though.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked, but it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Okay. Seems like, yeah, she doesn't really care for this trial. It's more of a public display rather than trying to get down to an actual exile.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Geth behavioral changes from hacking only last until programs are restored from archival copy. We judge this plan unsound, Creator Admiral.
For once, Legion, we agree.
We shall see, marvelous machine. We shall see.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
So it is better that we brought Legion along with us. It's helping out to give some interesting conversation pieces.
What, Doctor, those real? It's a husk, a collector minion.
No, Vitor, this is Shepard, a friend of Tali's. Shepard rescued you from Freedom's Progress. Do you remember?
Shepard gave me to Cerberus. Too many questions. Can't sleep, can't eat, wrong answers.
Poor Vitor. What did Cerberus do to him?
When they returned Vitor to us, he was suffering from malnutrition, exhaustion, dehydration, and the after effects of several drugs.
I was told that Cerberus would just get him stabilized and get information from him.
Too many questions. Needles for wrong answers. Can't breathe. Suit's air not working. Can't breathe.
They said he would be safe. I knew we couldn't trust them.
Excuse me. Your presence seems to be disturbing my patient.
I didn't mean to upset you. I'll leave.
Doctor, is it time for the meds yet? I need my meds.
Not yet, Vitor. Soon.
So yeah, the Cerberus interrogation of Vitor definitely rattled him quite a bit. Let's talk to the Aunt Shalaran a little bit.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
At least someone here is looking out for Tali. Will retaking the Alarai really help her case?
Tali showing a desire to correct mistakes she may have made will make up for a lot of lost ground. But more importantly, you may find evidence of what happened. With luck, it will exonerate Tali from any wrongdoing.
I'm supposed to care about that now? All I want to do is find Father.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Nothing else that we really need.
Move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Now, we're not going to get a whole lot of information here. I just want to briefly talk with all of the admirals, and then we will cut this off before doing the next part.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Okay. That should be all we need, though.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Just sort of getting a bearing for all of the admirals and seeing where they're at.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
I do want to hear about his ship name, though, and then that'll be the last thing.
You have a ship named Quip Quip?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quip Quip, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Alright, that should be all I need from him.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Okay, so he's the main person against Tali. The other two admirals seem to sort of be on Tali's side, but I don't know. Alright, I'm just making sure that we're not going to automatically be thrown into like a cutscene or something.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, Talizora can.
Alright, so this is the shuttle guard that's going to take us over to the Alarai. So what we are going to do is we will cut this here, that way we can fully devote a full part to retaking the Alarai and finishing that trial. So we were able to activate Legion, figure out that he's, you know, just one of the regular Geth, not the ones that we've been fighting, but one of the more inquisitive and nicer ones is how I'll put it, and Tali is being accused of treason because her dad has a bunch of active Geth on his ship. So we're going to go try and retake that ship in part 38 and get that done and see if we can sort of prove Tali's innocence in all of this and not get her exiled from the Migrant Fleet. So we'll do that in part 38, so tune in next week for that one. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Do the usual YouTube stuff, check back in next week, all that other crap, and we'll be good to go. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. This is Tatman, signing off.